European Union and G20 nations commit to assisting Afghan people. The European Union and G20 members recently joined in a virtual summit hosted by Italy to address the rapidly deteriorating economic and humanitarian situation in Afghanistan. To provide aid, the EU pledged €1 billion, and the other nations also agreed to support the initiative, which will be coordinated by the United Nations. The heads of state at the summit requested that the Taliban government keep the borders and airport open for relief assistance to reach people in need, and that the safety and freedom of movement of all the humanitarian staff and associated personnel be ensured. They also demanded that respect for women's rights be upheld. The European Union is a recipient of 4 Shining World Leadership Awards for Humanitarianism, 2 Shining World Leadership Awards for Peace, and the Shining World Leadership Award for Earth Protection, as well as a laureate of 2 Shining World Leadership Awards for Humanitarianism and Shining World Leadership Awards for Compassion, Unconditional World Care, and True Caring. Our gratitude, European Union and G20 nations, for your essential help to the Afghan people. In the comfort of Allah, we pray that Afghanistan's situation will soon stabilize and all of her citizens will enjoy safety and freedom in a sustainable society.
United Nations Children's Fund, or UNICEF, warns of inadequate access to remote learning. A new study by UNICEF estimates that there are at least 200 million school children across 31 low- and middle-income countries that lack preparedness for remote education and emergency school shutdowns. Nearly 50% of these nations closed their educational facilities for at least half of the COVID-19 pandemic so far, affecting 102 million students. According to the publication, the preschool level received the least priority, while Benin, Burundi, Côte d'Ivoire, Congo, Ethiopia, Madagascar, Malawi, Niger, and Togo belong to the group of nations that may require the most educational support. Furthermore, 23 countries are at high or extremely high risk of climate crisis impacts, which could cause 196 million children to lose access to schooling during emergencies. Thank you, UNICEF, for the alarming report. May all youngsters thrive with ample learning opportunities and guidance in divine upliftment.
His Excellency Donald Trump to start new social media platform. 45th American President, His Excellency Donald Trump, recently revealed that he will launch a social media network called Truth Social in early 2022 to address the lack of freedom of speech in the nation. During the final days of his presidency, His Excellency was unjustly excluded from several existing platforms, which restricted his ability to communicate with his fellow citizens and the global audience. According to Mr. Trump, his upcoming platform would stand up to the tyranny of big tech. The new venture will also include a streaming video service and eventually the convenience of cloud services. His Excellency is a Shining World Peace Leader Award laureate and Shining World Leadership Award for Compassion laureate. A high salute, Your Excellency Donald Trump, for your brave and unrelenting dedication to making a positive difference in our world. In God's righteousness, may you triumph and achieve all your noble and selfless goals.
Lithuanian government repurposes prison facilities to provide migrants with warm and safe living quarters. The Kybartai Alien Registration Center has been created in southwest Lithuania to house at least 700 migrants who were previously staying in a tent camp. Here, they will have heated living spaces, warm food, and access to facilities such as gyms, basketball courts, a library, and prayer rooms, as well as leisure spaces. Most women and children are now at a shelter in the capital city of Vilnius that was previously used for people experiencing homelessness. Our heartfelt appreciation, Lithuania, for helping to make life more safe and comfortable for the migrants currently residing in your country. In the blessing of the Providence, may we all soon greet a kinder vegan world with endless opportunities for security and fulfillment.
New Zealand heroine saves young girl from burning house. Emma Chaddock of Motueka in the South Island was awakened by shouts and popping sounds early one Sunday morning and saw that the house next door was on fire. Her neighbor was screaming that her daughter was still inside. Without considering her own safety, Miss Chaddock entered the building through a partially open window. When she saw the girl at the far end of the smoke-filled hall, the 6-year-old was on her phone talking to emergency services. Together they went back out the window with the flames quickly coming up behind them. Mother and daughter were then taken to the hospital to treat their injuries, while firefighters controlled the blaze. Our praise and appreciation, Emma Chaddock, for your life-saving act. Also many thanks fire personnel for your quick actions in preventing the flames from spreading to the nearby homes. In celestial goodness, may the rescued family soon recover from this trauma and rebuild their lives.
Demand for vegan-certified cosmetics rises in United Kingdom. Vegan Beauty Takeover, a new report by the UK-based charity, the Vegan Society, showed that 97% of British shoppers are keen for more plant-based certified cosmetics and toiletries. Over 1/3 of consumers would like to have more vegan hair products, toothpaste and mouthwash, as well as plant-based skincare items like moisturizers, toners, and soaps available. Women aged 45 and above are among the most enthusiastic plant-derived product buyers. Altogether, 91% of the respondents found it important that brands with vegan cosmetics or toiletries received a certification from a third-party organization such as the Vegan Society's Vegan Trademark Standard. To date, the organization has registered over 55,600 items, of which 43% are vegan cosmetics and toiletries. Our praises, smart consumers, the Vegan Trademark, and the Vegan Society. May compassionate living soon become an everyday normalcy worldwide in heaven's light.
Determined dog person seeks neighbor's help when caregiver suffers stroke. Lothar Wayman, a 68-year young airport rental car driver from Gainesville, Florida, United States, had a stroke and fell down while his wife was away. He was home with his 2 canine people companions, Ellie and Willie. 7-year-old person from the German Shepherd Kingdom, Ellie, who has a hereditary condition that compromises her ability to walk, managed to unlatch 3 gates and then hopped like a kangaroo girl to a neighbor's house, barking loudly. Luckily, the neighbor Dan Burton accompanied Ellie back to her house. Seeing Mr. Wayman's situation, he called emergency services, who transported Mr. Wayman to the hospital. After 4 months in the hospital, the gentleman has been recovering at home. We are so glad you are getting better, Mr. Wayman. Our joyful applause, loyal Ellie, for your resourcefulness and perseverance, with gratefulness as well for caring neighbor Dan Burton. In divine benediction, we wish you all many more happy and healthy years.
Supreme Master Ching Hai, with teary eyes, happily present to the clever dog girl Ellie the Shining World Hero Award plus a loving $2,000 for vegan snacks to share with your friend Willie. Sending much love and big hugs in God's grace. May you and all your family members always be blessed abundantly.